Good afternoon and salam ibu pertiwiku. Hong Kong's embattled government will hit the pause button on its controversial extradition bill as early as Saturday afternoon, after Beijing officials in charge of the city's affairs held meetings in neighboring Shenzhen to seek a solution to a crisis that has made international headlines. According to South China Morning Post, it is understood that the officials were assessing the pros and cons of pausing the legislation or pressing ahead, rather than a total withdrawal of the bill, which would allow Hong Kong to transfer fugitives to jurisdictions it lacks an extradition arrangement with, including mainland China. A senior pro-establishment official said top officials would meet all pro-government lawmakers who hold 43 of 70 legislative council seats at Government House to explain the thinking behind the postponement. Whether a pause on the legislation would encourage those opposed to the bill to continue to take to the streets in the planned rally on Sunday or appease them remains to be seen. Hundreds of people took to the streets all over Japan to protest against recent court acquittals of alleged rapists, including a man who was found not guilty of raping his own daughter. In March, a court in the central city of Nagoya acquitted the man of raping his 19-year-old daughter despite years of sexual abuse. The court recognized that the woman had sex with her father against her will in August and September of 2017, but ruled she would have resisted if she wanted to. Prosecutors argued that repeated violence and threats leveled against the daughter meant she was unable to resist her father. Meanwhile, the defense claimed that the sex was consensual because the daughter had not resisted. This case was one of several that prompted the protests in Sapporo, Sendai, Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, Kobe, Yamaguchi, Fukuoka, and Kagoshima. Protesters say they did this because they want to scrap a rule they say puts too high a burden on rape victims, discouraging them from coming forward and hurting their legal chances if they do. Over 40% of Greenland experienced melting yesterday, with total ice loss estimated to be more than 2 gigatons, which equates to 2 billion tons. While Greenland is a big island filled with lots of ice, it is highly unusual for that much ice to be lost in the middle of June. The average melt season for Greenland runs from June to August, with the bulk of the melting occurring in July. According to Thomas Mote, a research scientist at the University of Georgia who studies Greenland's climate, the sudden spike in melting is unusual but not unprecedented. Mote explained how snow and ice melt off the Greenland ice sheet, especially early in the season, makes it easier for additional melt to occur later in the summer. This much melting this early in the summer could be a bad sign, indicating 2019 could once again set records for the amount of Greenland ice loss. Well, that's all the news for now. I'm Radzi Ahmad, and thank you for watching.